little bit today about triggers and how our own wounding can often lead us to make poor decisions in life and really cause ourselves to prevent our happiness and prevent our success. So no matter what situation you grew up in or what the circumstances are, everybody starts out a young child. You basically are experiencing the world, and to a great degree, you have no idea what's going on. You just are playing all day long, having fun, and then all of a sudden you get to this stage where you start to develop your ego and you start to get super insecure and overanalyze everything, overanalyze yourself, and essentially become almost your own worst enemy. Literally, that is what the ego can sometimes feel like, because again, our natural state should be, or rather could be, complete joy, peace, fulfillment, happiness. Yet in society, as we grow up, we're forced into these roles and these expectations that seem very heavy. So we have to, look a certain way. We have to show up a certain way in society. We have to be productive. We have to check all the boxes, whatever that might mean. But in and of that chase for all of the things that are supposed to make us viable human beings can feel overwhelming. And then when we are just naturally overwhelmed, we start to beat ourselves up because we should be able to operate in society. We should be able to handle all of it with grace and ease and never feel overwhelmed and show up for work 5, 6, 7 days a week, and it should be right. And then you get to a certain point and you're like, what is this? What am I doing? Like, it just feels so heavy. But then you look externally at yourself and you realize that there's no choices. You have to do this. You have to be able to feed yourself. You have parental responsibilities. You have responsibilities to your companies. Depending on how big you are, you have responsibilities to shareholders, to franchisees, on and on and on. You have layered your life with all of these responsibilities, but society teaches us that we need to show up in this way. We need to be able to have it all figured out all the time, handle it properly, and do it in a way that, I guess, presents perfection. And that is very difficult, and that can be very triggering to the ego, especially when we think about social media. We haven't had a society like this ever here on planet Earth, where you can legitimately look at somebody else's life all day long, every day, and compare yourself to that. That's difficult, that's triggering, that's overwhelming, because again, it's really difficult to focus on yourself when you're continually seeing the glossed over version of everybody else's life, and it can feel extremely triggering, it can feel extremely overwhelming. And so, what do you do about that? If you are actually in a state or in a period of your life where everything actually isn't the way you want it to be, yet you're forcing yourself to appear that it is, in terms of your social matrix